Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 26 of the Red Force Podcast. My name is Eric Tolato, and joining me today is Christian Tolato.
I'm here once again.
Christian, we're in that space between spaces where there's no chapter. This arc is very unconventional in the way it's fleshing out. We can't predict
Jack shit.
who's Sanji gonna fight. We can't predict who the villain's gonna be or whatever the fuck. So we're just sitting here waiting to see what happens. Now Christian went after to get his fix from the One Piece anime this week, and was sorely disappointed.
You see, One Piece anime, it's normally tolerable, right? You've got your good scenes,
You have
you got your bad scenes.
yes.
This week, complete and utter trash.
We might have hit rock bottom, Christian.
It was offensively bad.
Mm-hmm.
Characters off model. No animation. Poor animation. Making characters look weak.
Poor shot choices. Just not a good episode.
Terrible episode.
Pacing real bad.
So bad. It's unbelievable. Now, we've seen a couple episodes like this during Dressrosa.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might say we blew our budget last week and the week before. We had the new guy last week doing Big Mom running and shit. You know, Leo
At least
Bazooka.
that was okay.
Had some good stuff in there.
I was still cool on the episode, but like,
I thought it was good.
this is ice cold here right here. Nothing on this episode. Dead in the water.
And then
Nothing I like about this
the week
episode.
before was like 5 minutes of
Notoshi.
Notoshi. And then this week, jack shit, terrible.
It was scenes that are hotly debated on which character should be moving their mouths and what point or whatever.
Yeah, alright. But this week, so bad,
So,
it's ridiculous.
as we said before, we're on break this week with the manga.
Yeah.
So we go back in time.
Baratie recap
The Baratie recap.
review.
We're here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about Sanji again.
I feel like we're always talking about something.
Interesting notes. Christian's got his own new segments he wants to try out. He's always thinking about new ideas. We'll see how those go.
Yeah.
Christian, anything else before we get into the show?
You see, you know, I think I'm going to prove my point during this
Okay.
Baratie recap review about Sanji's character and why it makes sense at Hawkeye Gold. Derek has different opinions, but I will prove my point.
Uh-huh. So, without
Okay,
further ado, Baratie retrospective and review. Christian, we start off, we left Syrup Village.
We did?
We are on a journey to find a cook.
Yes. Let me cast your mind back to around the year 2000.
2000. Okay.
Crazy. 18 years ago.
18 years ago, go on.
You know?
Yeah.
We got Oda's art style.
Yes.
It's very simple. Very simple. He almost refuses to do toning, except for under the chin.
I love it.
Clean, crisp, simple.
Dragon Ball like.
Dragon Ball like.
Yes.
He got very rounded faces, rounded, hands. Almost glove-like hands.
We're looking at Disney influence right here.
Yep. Very interesting art choices from Oda. A couple weird panel decisions.
Yeah, I'd say the Baratie sequencing is a little bit off.
Yeah.
But he's still learning as an artist, so...
Alright, so first chapter of the arc, chapter
Yes.
42. On the cover page, we might have seen the first Birdman,
Okay.
the Morgan's Race,
Yes.
on the front cover.
Alright.
A bird figure with the wing hands,
Yep.
like Morgan. You know, he's got a pony. He's got hair. He's got a ponytail.
Yep.
Is this indeed the first sighting of a Birdman.
I don't know. The news could kind of work in the same way. Of like, the birds have like intelligence and sentience, but they don't talk. So,
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
But is there a Birdman Island?
Probably.
A Sky Island.
Nah, probably like Morgan's like newspaper island.
Alright. So, that aside,
Yes.
first thing about this arc is the Jolly Roger, about how the crew's making the Jolly Roger,
Yep.
and apparently Luffy can't paint. It's very funny. He has the painting skills of a
Very bad
3-year-old.
artist. This comes up a few times in the series.
You know, when there are 4 people on the crew,
Yep.
everyone gets panel time. Everyone gets to say something. You get to learn a little bit about their character.
Everyone reacts to each other.
Everyone reacts to each other. This crew dynamic. It's very simple.
And when
very
we go back in time, Christian, we marvel in the fact of like, look at this crew. Look how tiny they are.
Look where we started.
Yes.
And look where we are right now.
I'd like to see at least a chapter of the crew just being the crew. Now, we got a little bit of that after Whole Cake Island, but it was like a couple of pages.
Yeah.
Them reacting to things, so hopefully I'll return to that shortly.
It's just that there are so many crew members.
Yeah.
It takes an entire chapter for the whole crew to react to something.
I just want to feast when we hit Wano. Just
Yeah,
have those
bit
moments.
of crew interaction. Alright, so Usopp draws his own emblem on the flag.
Yes.
Zora and Nami like, hey, what are you doing?
Yep.
That's not our emblem. And after that, Usopp draws the real Jolly Roger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Usopp's trying real hard to prove his worth on the crew.
He's trying to be the captain.
I'm an artist, I'm a sniper, I can do all these little tricks.
Yeah.
I have value. He's already starting to be like, don't think I'm weak. Or even though that I'm weak, I have skills
Yes.
that could benefit the crew. Alright, so Luffy sees a rock, and, Luffy shoots at it and he misses. Usopp hits it, point blank, first shot.
So they're testing out the Mary's capabilities in this scene. Yeah.
Luffy calls him the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Not the second-hand man,
Mm-hmm.
as some people might be saying. That Usopp's a second-hand man. No. Right?
I mean, Usopp is the vice captain.
No, he's not.
Okay.
He is the sharpshooter sent by the captain.
Yeah.
Not the right-hand man. Because we all know Zora's the right-hand man. Alright?
Okay.
There's no debate there.
There's some debate.
People wanna nitpick and say Usopp's the second-hand
The
man.
show is about nitpicking.
Nitpick when the true answer is
Yes.
Usopp is a sharpshooter.
Okay.
Alright, so Usopp says he'll take over if Luffy ever is a coward. Oda already planting the seeds for Water 7.
Okay.
Little hint there. A little bit of foreshadowing. You know, people love the word. People love the word foreshadowing.
But do they know what it means?
But do they know what it means?
Can they spot it?
Exactly. That's the thing. Can people spot foreshadowing accurately?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a throwaway line? Or is it something a little deeper? That's where the whole theory community thrives.
Yes.
And people looking too deep into things.
You gotta pick your battles, Christian. That's what we learn. Not everything is a hint. And it's very subtle in the way you pick things out. But if you have the eye for it,
You can find it.
you'll be predicting things.
Okay, so Luffy wants a musician. More foreshadowing.
Yes. This
For
is
Brook.
legitimate foreshadowing.
Depends what you mean by legitimate
I
foreshadowing.
mean, like, the thing where Usopp's like, if you're not brave, I'll take over.
Yeah.
Doesn't really foreshadow Water 7.
Yeah, but it foreshadows...
In that very specific, clear way.
It foreshadows that...
It foreshadows
There
the
might be a little bit of
the
conflict.
conflict, but it's not about that in Water 7.
I think you can make the argument that Luffy's... Like,
Yeah,
Usopp thinks that...
You can make the argument that Usopp's the coward in the situation. Because he doesn't want to leave his friend. And can't man up to the
We've already
situation.
talked about this, alright? So...
And I don't think at any point is Luffy cowardly at all.
Usopp thinks that, you know, Luffy's taking the easy option out with the berry.
Yeah.
During being a coward that way, taking the easy option.
Yeah, but we saw the interactions with, and he didn't.
That's what Usopp thinks, though. That's what Usopp thinks. So you could say that Usopp might think that Luffy's taking the easy option.
I mean, Usopp thinks a lot of things.
That's true, but we love him for it.
Yeah.
Alright, so, you know, Johnny and Yasuko turn up, and they foreshadow a cook.
Yep.
Like, we have scurvy, we're dying, you need a cook on the seas, we can't make it. They're part of Zoro's crew, old bounty hunting crew.
Yep.
Give Zoro a little more backstory, a little more intrigue into the world. And, Nami takes care of the situation.
Now, do we assume these clans were with Zoro when he took out Mr. Seven?
I think it is shown in the anime and they are there.
Okay, we'll get to we'll get to that situation and how whatever, but continue.
So, to debut the segment, sidebar.
Christian, Yosuke and Johnny are pieces of shit.
Sidebar. This is about Nami.
Okay.
Reading these couple of chapters, Nami is the smart one on the crew.
Yeah.
She's telling people what to do. She has knowledge of the world. She's leading the pack.
Mm-hmm. She's traveled the sea.
Do you want this to grow? Did you want this to grow further? And do you want Nami to take on the full position of tactician for the crew?
Well, we've seen Nami's growth in the crew, specifically navigation and weather skills.
Yes.
And navigating the seas. That role of tactician, however, is in the hands of Jinbei now.
That's what I'm saying. If you were reading this for the first time, Nami's always the smart one, always telling the crew the logic.
Okay.
Would you rather have Nami take that role, grow as a character, as the smart tactician of the crew?
Instead of how she's evolved.
Instead of how she's actually evolved, where she's kind of just a support. And Jinbei's going to take that role as tactician.
This is the thing about Nami, she's too safe. We see that in Whole Cake Island. We see that when Zoro and Nami are arguing about Sanji.
But we do
she's
see
too soft and she's too hesitant.
In Whole Cake Island, she does help with the cracker fight.
Yeah. And she is right. Alright?
She's
in that
always
situation,
kind
she's
of right.
But she's not right for the story. She's not right for Luffy and Zoro and etc.
But here's the thing. She could be like, say all the tactics, and Luffy does whatever the fuck he wants anyway.
Jaya.
Yeah.
Luffy Zoro, right? She wasn't. She had...
Yeah, but that could be character growth.
Jinbei has the tactical mind that fits the crew of Luffy being the captain.
Here's the thing.
Nami doesn't.
Here's the thing, right?
Yes.
The growth of character could have been there. Nami too safe, too afraid. But as they go on their adventures, she learns about the crew. She becomes more confident in Luffy's skills, and she take those factors into account into her tactics.
This is the thing about One Piece as well. Like, very rarely do other characters get involved in each other's fights and dictate tactical aspects in fights specifically. It's more about the planning of situations more than like
that's what I mean.
Attacking fights.
No, I'm not talking about fights.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the crew's sort of wisdom.
What did you
center.
like the third smartest in the East Blue or something like that?
Yeah. So I do want to that would have been, I think, a better path for Nami's character.
Okay.
Instead of having Jinbei.
Yeah.
Because we've been with Nami for so long. It could have been a really cool character growth for Nami.
She's always involved in the plans though and throws her 2 cents in. It's not like she's not Robin where Robin doesn't say anything.
She throws her 2 cents in, but no one really listens to her.
Yeah.
You know, they only really listen to her when it comes to navigation, and she's all... That's her role.
Okay.
But I think if a little bit more into that tactician role could have been something interesting for Nami.
Yeah.
Alright. Sidebar over.
Okay.
Alright. So, Johnny tells them that there is a cook in the Baratie, and that it is close to be Grand Line, so be careful because there are dangerous pirates around. Alright, so what Oda's done here is tell us what the whole arc's about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cook in this ship. There's dangerous pirates that might attack it.
Yeah.
We've got the general story from this one line. That's what good writing is. Tell us what the whole gist is in one straight line.
Learning from his mistakes in Syrup Village.
That's right. We get to
We're
find out.
going clearer with Baratie.
It's clearer, but it's not perfect.
Yeah.
We've got a couple little
Interesting choices
things,
going
yeah.
on.
Alright, moving on to chapter 43.
Yeah.
The crew arrives, at the Baratie.
Mm-hmm.
We get introduced to Lieutenant Full Body of the Marines.
Yeah.
Full Body one-shots both Johnny and Yasuko. Comments.
Sidebar.
You gotta pop the segment again.
Sidebar.
Alright.
Yasuko and Johnny are like trashed here. Now, this isn't a power scale segment, Christian, but comments on their skills as fighters.
They can still take out goons.
Yes.
We see them take out a lot of goons.
Mm-hmm. But to suggest that they were with Zoro and took out Mr. 7...
Well, Zoro did all the work. Come on, let's get serious.
And they what do they do in Along Park? Not much either. They just kind of hold the gate.
Yeah.
They're like slightly above civilian level.
Yeah.
They're civilians with swords.
Pretty much.
Full Body has some strength, but he's still shit.
Yeah, he's not great.
Alright. That's it.
So, back to the show. Alright, so when Johnny and Yasuko are knocked out, Nami finds Arlong's bounty,
Yes.
planting the seeds for Arlong Park.
Now, this is far more clearer in the anime than it is in the manga.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, you actually see Arlong's bounty poster in the anime.
Yeah, well,
So,
we still know.
but it's his silhouette.
Yeah.
I'll just plan this out.
So,
You don't get an outguy in a situation where the character isn't drawn yet.
So, would you say that Arlong Park's already planned?
Yes, definitely. Nami's arc's planned.
Yeah.
We see that when we get the flashback later on. Etc.
Alright, so during all this, Full Body decides to shoot at Mary.
Yep.
Luffy rebounds it into the Baratie.
Classic.
Comedy ensues.
Yes.
Very funny, right? See, here's the thing. There is a lot of comedy in the early parts of One Piece. That continues on for quite some time.
Yeah.
Until we get... Here's the thing. You need comedy.
I think this is the thing. Comedy isn't the reason why things happen.
Sometimes
they are, but not...
Actually, a lot of times it is.
It is, but let me say this. It's not at the start of an arc where Luffy is now trapped because of the comedy that he just ensued. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about post-time skip. Say, for example, Whole Cake Island, right?
Yeah.
The brulee thing can be played off as comedy, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like Luffy enters into Whole Cake Island and via some comical route he gets captured.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. Where it used to be like Luffy gets himself in a comical situation, such as the bird in Orange Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things like that, where he... Like the snake in Skypiea, he gets trapped. The cage in Orange Town again. Like, the situations that... The ramifications of the comedy aren't as much post-time skip as they are pre. Well, like... After Shibondi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So... Yeah, so Nami finds that, they shoot the cannon, rebounds it to Baratie. Alright, Full Body... Alright, so then we cut back into the restaurant.
Yeah.
Full Body is trying to impress women and gets absolutely roasted by Sanji.
Yeah.
First introductions of Sanji as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, first time Sanji introduced, he's a very unique character for a battle shonen.
Yes.
Very thin, unassuming,
long,
lanky, kind of almost like he looks like he could be like 16.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that strong. He's kind of like that. He's trying to play him off like he's a gentleman type.
Yeah, but his personality is very bold, I'd say, in his interaction with Full Body.
Yeah. He roasts him. He's like, no, Full Body goes on about the wine.
Yeah.
Sanji's like, you're dead wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Full Body gets mad. Alright, so we go back up to Zeph with Luffy. Zeph is upset, and Luffy thinks that he blew off his foot.
Yeah.
Pretty funny gag. Classic Luffy, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Drawing conclusions constantly.
Yeah.
But, then again, sometimes he can't draw conclusions. Like Sokiki.
Okay.
Completely oblivious. Some situations.
Well, when he draws conclusions, they're wrong, such as in, like, Wano, when he's like, there's 4 Raftals or whatever.
In Zoro, yeah.
Yeah.
So, very funny. Luffy, always been stupid.
Yep.
And, that continues. So, Sanji's still being a smartass to Full Body. Full Body gets mad, smashes the table. Full Body gets off-screened by Sanji. We still don't know how Sanji fights.
Yes.
And that doesn't get revealed for a long time.
It's intentional.
Yeah.
But not liking the
Off-patterns
cuts
and
going
cuts.
on in the Baratie so far.
Alright, we get to see some more Sanji's character, don't waste food,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Moving on, chapter 44. Zeph's like, you gotta work a full year,
Yep.
you fucked up my ship. Luffy's like, nah, I can't do it. Comedy issues. Zeph's like, alright, I'll let you go if I get to take one of your legs.
Yeah.
Luffy's not having it. So, this chapter feels like padding to me.
Yeah.
We've got this comedy with Zeph and Luffy, and then we have 2 pages of introducing Paddy.
Yeah.
He's in the bathroom, he's getting ready. Why?
Paddy's character is very strange and
Not necessary. He doesn't do anything.
I have issues with the Baratie, character wise. It's kind of
It's all all the Baratie members are all memes.
no. All the Baratie members are the extremes of restaurant,
Cooks.
restaurant theories. Kind of the customer is the king.
Yeah.
Sanji's don't waste food. So, things like that. You don't have money, you don't pay, but
Alright.
it's I don't know what's going on. It's kind of Oda wanted some interesting characters, but then those characters don't really pay off.
Full Body threatens to shut down the restaurant.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
Okay. Go on.
Do you need a permit to operate a restaurant in the world of One Piece?
Do you need a permit, Christian? You talking about what? Food.
A
people?
food handling permit, restaurant ownership permits, alcohol licenses. Do you need this?
Shutting down in what regard? Because
He doesn't say.
he could just blow it up.
It seems like he does mention that he's going to bring this up with the authorities.
Yes.
And shut it down, seemingly because the food is dirty.
Okay.
So does that imply
Some kind of health.
some
and
sort of
safety
health and safety organization? Full Body complains there's a bug in his soup.
Yeah.
So is that what that is? They're in the deep ocean. So does international water laws count? Do they fall under the world government or do they fall under the Navy?
Okay.
All these kind of questions. Who sets this up? What organization is this?
Mm-hmm.
Why does the Navy have time to regulate restaurants floating in the middle of the ocean?
Christian, I'm going to assume he's probably just going to be like, yo, Navy, these dudes fucked me up. Shut them down.
That's a possibility, but
I don't know about food regulation services.
Well-
Someone has to deliver the goods to the Baratie, so maybe
that's what I'm saying.
maybe
Do the
there's
Navy
I don't know.
have the resources to regulate?
Is there some kind of grades on
Food.
meat,
Exactly.
on produce,
All these
on
questions.
products? Where are the islands that give produce to the Baratie?
All these questions.
Alright.
Right.
So,
Back to the show.
yes.
Gin appears, a member of the Creek Pirates. He needs some food. Paddy kicks the shit out of him. He doesn't have any money. Get out of my restaurant.
Yep.
No money, no food. Sanji gives Gin a plate of food.
Yep.
Showing Sanji's kindness. Sanji's very kind.
Sanji is very kind.
Oda has to tell you about a billion
Ladies and
times.
gentlemen, Sanji's a kind man. remember this for...
Sanji...
Hang on, what chapter are you on? Like 50?
We're on 44.
Chapter 44. Ladies and gentlemen, 800 chapters later, I will remind you again that
Sanji's very kind.
Yes.
Alright? He tells you this 50 times in this arc.
He tells you 100 in Whole Cake Island. And it's still people
he acts like a tough man, but he has a heart of gold.
Okay.
Alright, that's what you gotta remember with Sanji.
Does the tough man go away? Because he doesn't...
Yeah, that's what people are complaining about.
Yeah.
Post-time skip, the tough man goes away.
Even, like, post-Baratie. Like, he doesn't... we don't see Sanji interacting with people in the way that he interacts with Full Body. There's no wit involved. Maybe with Mr. Prince.
What are you talking about?
Maybe with Mr. Prince.
No. It stops around... Around Thriller Bark, it stops.
Okay. Because... Do we think it's a situation where like there's too many people on the crew, Zoro needs to voice his opinion, Nami needs to voice his opinion, there's no time
for Sanji's antics.
For wit.
I don't know. I think Oda's like, I've had enough with Sanji just acting cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna make him into a gag.
I mean, he's always been a gag, you know?
He's been a gag, but I don't know, that's people's major issue with post-time kill Sanji is. No fights, big gag.
Luffy happens to see this act of kindness and he's impressed. You know, this is my cook. We found him. Alright, chapter 45. Zeph was a pirate who cooked for a famous pirate. Now, this is immediately contradicted by him being the captain in the flashback.
You have to assume it was before he was a captain.
Sure, but why not just hype him up by saying he was the captain of a pirate ship? Why save that reveal?
For later on when he's revealed on a certain ship. People think Lola was always intended for Big Mom. But Oda made it vague on purpose to pick that piece up later. We see that example with Lola being a magic... Not Lola. No, not who am I talking about?
Lola. Lola.
Yeah, Lola. She was supposed to be a chocolatier. And the minister of chocolatier.
Never mentioned it.
Alright? This wasn't planned out. Oda just dropped the piece.
He's just dropping pieces. Dropping
the pieces and picking them up later. Alright?
Yeah.
Some things he drops very intentionally, some things are left up in the air to be picked up later.
So you're telling me that this is to be picked up later?
We're gonna find out he cooked for Big Mom, we're gonna find out he was on Roger's crew, on Rox's crew, whatever. Alright? He was in the Grand Line for a year. Now Grand Line means anything in One Piece.
We'll get to that.
So
Gin tells Luffy, not to go to the Grand Line. It's a horrible place. The Grand Line's terrible.
Hyping up the Grand Line.
Hype of the Grand Line. This is the first hype of the GrandLine.
Yeah.
This is paradise.
We've had a pretty easy time from the start to here. Nothing's really gone too serious.
Now we get Luffy as chore boy shenanigans.
Yeah.
Being a retard in the kitchen.
Breaking all the dishes.
You know, now the crew is in the restaurant.
Yeah.
But, by the way, 2 days go past.
Yeah.
Just like that. Just a random time skip.
That's a sizable percentage of crew time in One Piece.
2 days.
Dressrosa was 1 day, ladies and gentlemen.
So Sanji sees Nami and falls in love instantly.
Yeah.
Classic Sanji. During all those shenanigans, Zeph tells him to leave and become a pirate. Follow your heart.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah. Gin being fed leads to Don Krieg turning up. Sanji's kindness gets him into shit.
Have we
Would
mentioned?
You say this?
Yeah, but have we mentioned that like the Baratie is like a fighting restaurant, and that like it's Redfoot Zeph because of his powerful kicks and his red shoes.
That's not yet.
Okay.
So, would you agree that Sanji's kindness always leads them to getting into shit?
Yeah, he's morally right,
Gin,
but that proves...
He feeds Gin, and then Gin goes to get Don Krieg, then comes back.
Well, it's kind of Gin's fault. Because Gin comes in with kind intentions and thinks Don Krieg's not going to fuck him up.
But he knows Don Krieg. Come on, he's his captain, and he trusts him. He actually likes Don Krieg.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Sanji's kindness always gets him into shit.
Yeah.
Feeding the wrong people, but that's his code, alright? You're going to respect it. Alright. Chapter 46. Zeph tells Sanji to get off the ship. Sanji is not taking any of it.
Yeah.
Alright?
He's gonna be a chef of the restaurant.
I'm gonna be here forever. I'm gonna take over.
Yeah.
You can't make me leave. All that kind of stuff. We find out why later on.
Indeed.
Usopp tries to get Zoro to fight Sanji for treating Nami better than them.
Usopp says he'll sue.
Classic gag.
Yeah.
Usopp always trying to get Zoro to fight people for him.
Yeah, we see that in Zoro.
Classic. I want to see it again.
Yeah.
In Wano.
We'll see it. Definitely, we'll see it.
That's one of the all-time greatest gags.
Yeah.
Right. Sanji's all over Nami, all that kind of shit. Nami's taking advantage. Alright, Dog Creek finally shows up. We've been hearing about Dog Creek for like 3 chapters. Yeah. Dog Creek,
King of the Sea, whatever.
Yeah.
He has 1,000 men.
Alright, turns up he's looking for food. You know, Dog Creek's a real dirty scumbag. Yeah. We get all the lore about Dog Creek. Uses white flags to trick Marines. Fucks them up. Uses dirty tactics to win. You know, Dog Creek gets fed. And, fucks up the whole restaurant.
Restores his health to full and gives him the strength. Now, Christian, this is how food works in the One Piece.
Where have we seen this before?
All the time. It happens all the time.
But where have we seen Sanji feeding the enemy
and then becoming full strength
and doing bad things?
Well, this is the first time. But
well, when have we seen that before?
Big Mom.
Yeah. Well, this is nothing different.
I was reading through this and I'm like, Oda could have done a direct homage to this scene in Whole Cake Island.
Kind of did.
It's sort of the same, but he could have done it exactly the same.
Just to remind people.
To remind people and to make it crystal clear of Sanji and his character. Now people say, I want characters to grow in One Piece.
But Sanji is correct. That's the thing. Sanji's morals are kind of correct.
They kind of, but people are like, yeah, that's dumb. I'm like, but One Piece is about morality.
Sanji's good qualities in One Piece never change.
Yes.
Like, Zoro's is not going to stop being ambitious. Sanji's not going to stop being kind.
Indeed.
So, that's the kind of thing you got to keep in mind with One Piece. Alright. Chapter 47. First important line of the chapter.
Yes.
My job, from Sanji, quote, my job is to feed people, not judge them. If a man is hungry, I will feed them. That's the cook's job.
Yep.
Sidebar.
Christian, here we are.
This whole line explains Whole Cake Island.
I mean, we don't need to explain it.
Alright? Sanji feeds those who are hungry.
Yep.
Stop complaining about Sanji feeding Big Mom. Stop. Alright? It's Sanji's character. It's what he does. It's established from the start.
Yep.
If you don't like it, don't read One Piece. Alright?
Don't like Sanji.
This is his whole character. Go back, read Baratie, be like, oh yeah, this is his whole character. I forgot about this.
Don't read the wiki.
Don't read the wiki. Go back, read the whole thing. Because Oda beats you over the head with this, the whole arc.
Both arcs.
Both arcs. Because he knows people will be like, why is he doing this?
Yeah, it's like...
It's in the arc, black and white, crystal clear.
Yeah.
Clear as day. This is why he does it. This is his reasonings. And that's it. It makes perfect sense for his character. And explains why he does things.
Yeah.
Stop with, this is an arsepull. This is regression for Sanji's character, when it's not.
When it's the same.
It's the same. Alright? Here's the evidence. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sidebar over.
He'll feed anyone, Christian. Remember this. It'll come up again, I'm sure.
It comes up all the time.
Yeah.
Sidebar over. Alright, back to this. Paddy blasts Dog Creek, but there's no damage. And then Dog Creek opens up on the Baratie. Creek, rattles off his shitty accomplishments. I've got ships. I've got this amount of men. I've done this.
Yeah.
And then Zeph's like, fuck off.
This speech
ran away from the Grand Line.
This scene lasts way too long.
Yeah. Well, there's pacing issues. Zeph tells him to fuck off.
Yeah.
Then he's spireless from running from the Grand Line.
Again, Oda explaining the villain.
Yeah.
instead of showing us the villain.
Yeah, that's definitely an issue.
Still learning how to do villains.
Alright, next chapter.
Yep.
These last 2 chapters, by the way, this whole fucking
This
setup
speech is
and
happening.
speechy
Yeah.
shit. Chapter 48. Krieg is now hyping up Zeph. You know, he used to be impressive. He's the red leg. He went to the Grand Line for a year. He came back.
Yep.
You know, he can leave dents in steel. He can break bedrock. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's impressive for the start of One Piece, but is it really that impressive? You know,
He can break bedrock.
Zeph,
It doesn't go higher than that, so there is room for expansion on that.
yeah, the Zeph hype. Is it that hype? It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay. He sailed the whole year on the Grand Line.
Pretty good for...
Sailed one whole year on the Grand Line. Where did he end up? Do you think he made it to the New World?
It depends which famous crew they're talking about.
He had his own crew.
He had his own crew for a year, yes.
He went to the Grand Line as a captain. Did
It
he
could
make
be
it to
explained
Shibani?
that he doesn't count it.
Because it's a whole year on the Grand Line. You can sail You can sail to Shibani in a year, surely.
Probably like...
I think he made it to Shibani.
Okay.
Maybe the New World. Because
Maybe
there's a
Fish
line.
Island.
There's maybe Fishman Island. Because there's lines in this arc
Yes.
that explain that. That could explain that.
He's a famous cook. He's
Yeah.
seen the world.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's been at,
Alright.
but he's been places.
So, you know, Luffy butts in with his King of the Pirates line. I'm going to be
Yep.
King of the Pirates. Krieg's like, yeah, alright. And then, you know, they start talking about the Grey Line, and they start talking about the Mihawk.
Mm-hmm.
The Mihawk hype begins. You know, Mihawk,
Just one man
just
destroyed
one
our
man destroyed
galleons,
my
our
ships.
fleets.
The man with the Hawkeyes. You know, the first true top tier hype.
Yeah.
Hype it up, the tops of the world. Hype it up those guys.
Yeah.
Alright. Chapter 49. They're still talking about Mihawk.
Indeed.
You know, 2 chapters worth of hyping.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Zoro says, because he wants to fight this man, the day I decided to become the world's greatest swordsman was the day I gave myself up for death.
And Sanji doesn't really understand his sentiment.
Sidebar!
Okay? We here?
We need Zoro back in this story. It's been too long.
Yes.
Him just being in panels is hype.
Yeah.
End of sidebar.
Okay.
Krieg comes back after a 2-day journey.
Yes.
So we spent 4 days here already.
Yep.
He turns up and his ship's cut in half. Chapter ends. What a cliffhanger.
Christian, an excellent example of world expansion
Yeah.
and power expansion in this arc.
Chapter 50, the hype, is here. Alright, so at the start of the chapter, there's a little flashback with Nami taking to Mary and heading to Arlong Park. But it's fucking Mihawk time.
Example of my theory, as it were, that Arlong Park was well planned out.
Yeah.
And pretty much fully
Fully
fleshed out at this point.
But it's Mihawk time. And guess what the owner box says, Eric?
Yes.
The owner box says, world's greatest swordsman.
Yes.
Facts. From the author himself.
Yes.
Mihawk is the world's greatest swordsman. Alright? People in the world say it, Oda says it. It's factually true.
There's
Right?
no, like, he doesn't fight
Oh,
anyone.
what about the Shogun? Oh. No.
It's this kind of dichotomy that's going on between, like, people want to be like, if they don't like Mihawk for some reason, some other ulterior motive, so they have to be like, he's not the world's strongest, or he's not this tier for X, Y, Z reasons.
Yeah.
Because maybe they want Shiryu to be the best swordsman or something.
Needs to be stopped, alright?
But
Mihawk is the best swordsman in the world. Why are people even talking about...
I'm unclear on the hate on Mihawk. I've suggested that Sanji fans derate.
That's right. That is
Mihawk.
100% correct.
But the last month, I've seen people who seem to favor Zoro more than Sanji still throw shade at Mihawk. Perhaps their love for Zoro is like higher than Mihawk, so they have to like.
Alright, enough of this bullshit. Alright,
I don't know what's going on.
Why are people bringing up Flower Sword Vista? He did fucking jack shit to Mihawk.
Yeah,
jack shit.
Indeed. And
in fact,
this is the problem. Alright?
In fact, Mihawk wasn't even thinking about Vista.
Sidebar. This is the thing, alright? Oda set up promises in the story.
Yep.
Alright? Long-term deals.
Yep.
Shanks and Luffy meeting.
Yep.
Will happen.
Yep.
And will not be taken from the fans.
I hope so.
Mihawk versus Zoro for the world's strongest swordsman title.
Yep.
Will happen.
Yep.
People do not forget the past and the things that Oda set up in the past.
Do not forget it.
Alright? These things will come back into play. Just because you're thinking about, but it's different now. We've got all these Yonko crews. I want these emperors to be at a certain level, so this guy that's the world's strongest swordsman can't be X or Y. Think about it. Baratie, chapter 40, what? Chapter 50.
50.
Chapter 50. Right? 1,500 chapters later.
1,500.
This comes back into play, alright? We get the same setup. The same matchup, alright?
Okay.
He goes for the...
I have this later.
He goes for the Sentokai.
Yeah.
Mihawk goes for the same attack, but this time, Christian,
Zoro wins.
Mihawk's sword breaks.
Don't even talk about this
Zoro
hype.
wins.
Don't even talk about this hype.
I'm predicting the exact same panel structure and the exact same layout.
Sidebar over.
Yes.
Alright. Mihawk fucked their ships up for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mihawk doesn't give a fuck.
Yep.
Alright. Mihawk does not give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. A very interesting quote from Mihawk. A sword without subtlety is a blunt iron bar.
Yep.
Would you say Zoro needs to work on his finesse game? Because it's all about power. Where's Zoro's finesse game?
Zoro's working on it, alright?
I need that finesse game from Zoro.
We saw his learning of the finesse when he fought Mr. One.
It's all about the finesse.
Yes, you have to hear the rhythm of all things and dance to that rhythm.
That's
You have
right.
to cut.
Zoro needs more finesse because he's all power right now. And you know,
I mean, it's not all power.
he's mostly power.
Most of his feats come from power.
Exactly. I need to see those finesse feats.
What are we talking about? Finesse? Like, what do you want to see? Like
Some
him
crazy,
some real detailed, like,
sword shit.
some really, like, impossible tiny slice that he needs to make or something.
Some, sword porn action. You know? Just yeah.
Like a millimeter, he has to cut through, like, he has to, there's, like, a slight gap.
Precision.
Yeah.
Accuracy. Beauty in swordplay.
Okay.
And you see
I don't think you'll get that from Zoro.
Zoro needs to be the world's greatest swordsman.
Yeah.
He needs that finesse. Alright? Power's one thing. Power's important.
Now, we like jackets in One Piece, Christian. Will Zoro wear Mihawk's jacket?
No.
As tribute?
No.
Okay. Will he have an Emperor jacket?
I think he's just gonna stroll around in his time skip outfit.
Okay.
Because of marketing.
Oh.
But that's a different story.
There we go.
Alright. So, you know. Mihawk calls Zoro a pathetic weakling. That's factual at this point.
Yep.
Zoro, pathetic weakling at this
Okay.
point in the story. Factual.
Yes.
You know, meanwhile, we get a small panel of like, Nami can't wait to be free, talking about Balmair. Again, Along Park very well set up. Alright, moving on. Chapter 51.
Yes.
See,
Also,
here's the thing.
with that panel, there's no doubt that Nami is not a bad character. Because she's crying.
She's crying and shit.
And she wants to sail again with him.
Yeah.
So.
The best part of Sanji's introduction arc is Zoro. What are your comments on that?
Zoro's established part of the crew.
Yeah.
We know his ambition. Oda answers that question in a master play. This is one of the genius things that Oda does
Yeah.
early on in the story. Perhaps the most important thing he does
Yeah.
for a long time, right? That sets the world up and makes One Piece
Yes.
great. This Mihawk scene, if wasn't in there, right?
Yeah.
The audience would have been like, "This is all great, but like we're in local combat.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Don Krieg's a chump.
Like we're fighting chumps. We don't know the scale of this world."
See, Oda tells us the horrors of the Grand Line, and then he shows us the horrors of the
What
Grand
is this,
Line.
chapter 50?
51.
Chapter 51. When does Mihawk shirt turn up?
Chapter 50.
50. Alright. This is what other shows need. This moment specifically.
Chapter 50 is not that far in.
Early. They need it early to get the people interested. What does this goal mean? What's the what is the power cap of this world?
Yeah.
And what is the scale of this world?
And stick true to it.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't.
This is one of the most important moments in One Piece history. This moment right here.
That's right.
Let's continue.
Alright, so Mihawk pulls out the knife. Classic.
Yes.
Why would I kill a rabbit with a cannon?
Just roasted him.
Zoro is a pathetic weakling.
Yes.
Alright? We get a little bit of information about the East Blue is the weakest ocean.
Yeah.
This is out of nowhere. Just, sidebar. East Blue is the weakest ocean, and these are all the oceans.
Now, is that a real sidebar or a fake sidebar?
That's a sidebar within the manga.
Okay.
That's Oda saying sidebar. This is the East Blue. There are other oceans. It's that panel with the world map on it.
Yeah.
It's just out of nowhere.
Alright, Oda, you showing us a world map out of context. I appreciate it. People asking the
So
question.
it's a little weird. A
Yes.
little weird just to put that in there. But it works. Zoro proceeds to get dominated.
Yeah.
Luffy does not let Johnny interrupt in the battle because this is a battle between men. Mm-hmm. Luffy respects the battle between men. Sidebar.
You gonna talk about Katakuri?
Yes.
Now, Christian, obviously, Whole Cake Island in some ways is an homage to the Baratie.
People saying, Luffy's a pirate, he's a scumbag, why is he respecting the battle between men? Mm-hmm. We see in Baratie, chapter 51,
Yes.
Luffy respect the battle between men. Mm-hmm. Alright? Get on my level. You can't remember little scenes like this.
Yes.
Why are you even a One Piece fan?
And
Don't come at me being like, Luffy never respected the battle between men. Incorrect. Mm-hmm. We see it right here that he does. Alright?
he respects the battle between men.
He respects the battles between men, the Katakuri fight, even more credence from this arc.
Now, Christian, I will add that there's some, like, weird inconsistencies when Luffy is fighting. He lets Nami help him, for example.
Yes. But, with a test of strength,
Yeah, okay.
alright? It's specifically this is Zoro's test of strength.
Yes.
Luffy respects that.
Okay.
And when it's Luffy's turn to test his strength, he wants the battle between men.
Alright.
Ergo tells Frankie to fuck off when he's fighting Rob.
Yeah.
Lucci. He doesn't want interference in the
test.
Katakuri fight.
In a test of strength.
Test of strength.
A duel between men.
A duel between men. Cracker.
Not to be confused with fights in general.
Luffy respects the fighters that respect him.
Yes.
Cracker is kind of a goon fighter. He summons a lot of goons. He's got armor. He's not a respectable fighter.
Taunts Sanji.
You know, Cracker's not a respectable fighter. Katakuri is. Alright?
Yeah.
Katakuri's not hiding behind his armor. He's got his own defenses, sure. But that's a barrier Luffy breaks through. Cracker's just a stall king.
Yeah.
Luffy doesn't respect those types of fighters. Alright? Mm-hmm. Luffy respects the one-on-ones, the battle between men.
Yes.
Katakuri is that man. Luffy can sense the feelings of people. Mm-hmm. Correct?
Yes.
From the Rayleigh flashback. He knows Cracker is not that type of guy.
Oh, yeah. And
so he takes a different approach.
I'll add that, like, people like, yeah, but this was added retrospectively in the Whole Cake Island arc. I'm like, no.
It's always been
Luffy's always had an uncanny ability
to suss out
feelings and emotions, true feelings and emotions, that his crewmates and other characters have.
That's right. And when Luffy goes up against an opponent that respects the battle between men, he also respects that.
Okay.
Sidebar over. Alright. So, Zoro refused to take a step back. He gets stabbed by the tiny knife. Mihawk is impressed by this ambition, this will, that he pulls out his sword, Yori.
Yes.
Knight. Zoro gets absolutely dominated. And,
Sword's broken.
His two swords break. The one that he got off Kuina is still alive. And chapter's over.
Christian, you see, like, this is what is important. It's about the test of strength, Zoro's ambition. What does Zoro's ambition mean?
That's right.
Answer Oda's the question. This fight, very good. Clear and precise.
Shows us what's the deal with the world.
Yeah.
Alright, on to chapter 52. Mihawk, I shall await you at the top. This has to be Zoro's last fight.
Yes.
And no one can handle the hype when it happens. Can you imagine this hype?
Christian, people saying, shoot, diamond fruit, blah, 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 blah. Prediction.
Mihawk has to be the last fight.
Prediction, this will be the last fight of the entire series. After Luffy's a Pirate King, after all is said and done, Zoro goes off
Mihawk
to challenge Mihawk to a fight. Because we know that their relationship now is more master-student relationship.
Yeah.
So there's no real reason for Mihawk and Zoro to fight
except
in conflict, except for when Zoro challenges Mihawk with the title.
It's so good. Can you imagine the hype?
Yes.
Can you imagine it?
I can.
You can't imagine the hype. Alright?
End of series greatness. And it'll be the same situation as Johnny and Yasuko with the crew. Luffy will be watching.
Yeah.
The entire crew will be watching. Someone will try and jump in. Luffy's like, no, it's a test between men.
Battle between men. That's what we want. Alright? That's what makes Shonen so good.
And instead of, I've already said this, but instead of Zoro's sword splitting, right? Mihawk's sword was split. And the surrounding area around it. Mountains.
Gone.
Skies.
Insanity.
It'll be great. Ladies and gentlemen, this is promised, this is expected, and this is what Oda will deliver. But we'll get into that in the topic of the show.
That's right. Alright, so, chapter 52.
Yes.
Zoro's speech. Very important for his character.
Yeah.
And I have it right here. Luffy, can you hear me? Are you worried? If I failed to become the world's greatest swordsman, right, you would be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Question mark. I will never lose again. I got a problem with that, King of the Pirates.
Yeah.
We need Zoro back in the story.
Christian, did he keep that promise? You can say yes, you can say no.
He sacrificed himself at Kuma, so I don't know if that counts. He got dominated by Kizaru.
But he was injured.
There's a whole bunch of asterisks,
There's
alright?
asterisks everywhere.
He died. He's saying this to Luffy.
Yes.
Zoro is the loyalist crew member. Alright?
Now, Christian, Mihawk just goes away.
Mihawk's like, I've had enough. I'm out of here. This
now,
fucking chump show.
Suggestion. If Mihawk just fucked up Krieg, right now.
Yeah.
Krieg's done. Okay. Arc's over. Sanji joins the crew because he sees Zoro's ambition, he sees Luffy's ambition, and is inspired by said ambition to follow dreams.
Yeah.
Right? We end the arc here. How much better is this arc? If we do that.
Here's the thing, we don't get the flashback. And the flashback is one of the best parts about this arc.
But we can add the flashback after this situation. We can add the flashback somewhere else. We don't need Pearl. We don't need Gin. We don't need Don Krieg.
Here's the thing, there's definite fat to trim off this arc,
Yes.
and I've got them all here. We'll talk about it. All right. So, after all this hype, Mihawk goes away. We spend a whole chapter setting up the battlefield.
Yes.
The Baratie has this docking system. It's got all these...
It's got a
all
fish
these
cannon.
mechs. It's got all this shit. That's the entire chapter of chapter 53.
Mm-hmm.
Just setting up the battlefield. Could he have done this in one page? Sure. But, you know. Chapter 54. Pearl appears.
Out of nowhere.
Sanji finally shows that he can kick.
Yes.
Sanji finally shows off that he's a kicking master.
They marvel at the fact of his kicking abilities.
Yeah. Alright, we get a couple of showcase moments. And I feel like some of these panels lack a bit of impact.
With Pearl?
No, with the goons. He does like he does like the round table course.
Yeah.
Some of those kicks lose a little bit of impact.
It has speed, doesn't have real impact.
There's this row of panels at the top of one of the pages.
Yeah, where it's all the foot in between.
It's all the foot
in the
kick
faces.
hitting all the faces. And I feel like it's missing that sharpness.
Yeah.
It's too curved. Oda's still trying to work out.
Well, this is really the first time he's doing kicking abilities.
That's true.
In the series.
That's true. So, a little bit of art critique there. Alright, chapter 55. Pearl is so goddamn stupid. What is the point of Pearl? Apparently, he grew up in a jungle, so he lights himself on fire when he feels threatened.
Okay. Now, purpose of Pearl is ultimately for Gin's character moment.
Alright. Pearl does not need to be here.
There's no... at least have Sanji shatter the shield.
No.
What are you doing?
Pearl's just all over the shop. Alright, so a little comment on the fire effects.
Yeah.
They look a little too liquidy. Would you agree?
Yes, fire not great at this moment.
I would say it's due to the amount you can see through it. It's too translucent.
It's fine. That's fine, alright? I say this almost every time we talk about fire.
Yeah.
The light around the fire. Do it right, you get the effect.
But
do it wrong, you don't get the effect.
I think it is not enough detail on the fire, on the edges. So Oda does like a quick squiggle.
Yeah.
And it feels too flowing, it feels too liquidy.
Yeah, I can...
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you can see through it. It's kind of... Oda's still trying to get those fire effects correct. Or better.
Takes them a while. Takes everyone a while.
It's not incorrect.
It's not easy.
Fire effects are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, fire lighting is in general is annoying.
You
Especially when you have limited shadow range.
Yeah, Oda's not really using shadow here, which is like...
But I would argue that there's no point using greys in a fire scene. If you want that real intensity, you'd use just
black
hard
and white.
blacks.
Yeah. But like, it's just a little bit of fire.
But we talk about this too much.
We talk about fire effects too much. That's true. Alright, so it turns out, Sanji's fighting Pearl. He gets a few good hits in.
We're just gonna assume that the pearls rubbing together creates the sparks in the fire, yes? Because that's how he kind of creates it.
Who knows?
Let's just go.
Does he cover himself in some sort of alcohol?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows how Pearl works?
For a person who doesn't like blood, lighting himself on fire is an interesting choice.
That's what I said. The reason for him lighting himself on fire is that he grew up in a jungle.
It's not required either.
Why do we need this?
Those lines aren't required.
It's like 2 pages wasted on that.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. So Gin captures Zeph.
With a shotgun.
Yeah. And like a whole comment about this whole part of this arc, Krieg is just standing there doing nothing.
Well, Luffy and him are kind of having a back and forth. He's
Not
throwing
really
things.
though. Like Krieg's just standing there.
Krieg throws the ball and chain. Luffy reflects it.
Yeah, but
Things
Krieg,
are happening.
It's not like there's a fight going on back and forth.
Krieg's basically just being a villain in the background.
That's an issue with the arc I have. Like Krieg's just doing.
There's a few more issues.
Krieg's just doing nothing most of the time. Yeah. So it kind of like the flow's not there for that battle.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like a battle because this character standing there doing nothing.
Yes.
So, that's a critique for Oda. Alright, chapter 56. Pearl surprise attacks Sanji. Sanji's speech is important here.
Yes.
This ship is the old geezer's pride and joy. I took everything that old man had, his strengths, his dreams. I will never let anything else be taken from him. Can we shut the fuck up about Sanji's intentions in Whole Cake Island? Alright? Here it is, black and white, clear as crystal.
Yes.
The bond between Sanji and Zeph is great. It is immense. And we'll see it in the flashback yet again.
And we'll get to it.
Sanji gets surprise attacked yet again by Pearl. This happens twice.
3 times.
The surprise attack.
Just getting fucked up.
He gets surprise attacked again.
Yeah.
It's the Sanji flashback time. Alright, so Sanji's on a cruise ship. They're talking about the all blue. Every ocean come together in one place.
But it's like, if you're smart, it's a myth.
Yeah. No one really believes that it's real.
Yeah.
Sanji's throwing away food. The cooks can tell that Sanji's new to this and that, he doesn't eat leftovers. Mm-hmm. All that kind of shit. Which kind of links up to his new flashback.
Yes.
In Whole Cake Island. Zeph appears. Chapter ends. Chapter 57. Zeph is kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
He robs the people, but he doesn't take the food, so I guess he's okay.
Yeah.
Still a scumbag. But
So still a pirate.
But not that much of a scumbag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like in One Piece, like, pirates have these, like, weird moral grey areas where they don't do specific things, but they're still, like, bad things.
Sanji tells Zeph he won't die here and he wants to find the All Blue.
Yeah.
Sanji gets knocked overboard by a wave. Zeph jumps in to save him. They end up on a barren rock in the middle of the ocean. Mm-hmm. Zeph, there is no way for them to get food, apparently. Because
they can't fish because they can't get back up the wall.
But it is said that Zeph could break bedrock. Can't he just make his own path down to the ocean? With his kicking skills.
Sure.
A little bit of a nitpick.
Yeah.
But it's there.
Okay.
Make a path down to the ocean so they can fish. But, then again. Time goes by. Zeph gives Sanji the food. He takes his own treasure. He takes the bigger bag.
Yeah.
Sanji assumes it's food. Zeph tells him it's more food. Zeph eats his own leg. This bond between father
Zeph
and son.
And Sanji. Yes.
Alright? If someone eats their own leg for you, so that you can survive,
Yes.
surely that's a life debt.
Okay.
Surely. Alright? Someone cut their own leg off and ate it.
Yes.
So you could live.
Mm-hmm.
Life debt. Is it not?
It is. The thing is with this flashback, and the thing is with the entirety of Baratie, and the theme is, Zeph is trying to tell Sanji to forget about him and to leave.
We'll get into it later.
And to get into his own dream.
Chapter 58.
Yeah.
Sanji feels the pain of hunger for 85 days.
80, isn't it?
85 by the end.
Okay. Whatever, 80 days.
Alright. Sanji finds out that Zeph only had treasure.
Yeah.
The reason is Sanji's has the same dream as Zeph.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
Okay.
This flashback, plus the way Germa treated Sanji in the past, is why he had to go to Whole Cake Island. Alright? One man who showed him so much kindness, he would eat his own leg just because they share the same dream. Alright?
Yeah.
What has Luffy done for Sanji that is on this level?
Now, Christian.
Alright?
Sanji is on a crew.
Explain it to me.
Sanji's on a crew, alright?
Yeah.
They're on a journey together as a team and as a crewmate.
Yeah.
Right? Luffy puts his life on the line consistently for the crew, alright? Being
But has
pummeled to death for his crew members multiple times.
For Robin. For Chopper.
Robin.
For other characters.
So you're saying that Sanji...
I'm saying
It's selfish.
Sanji loves the crew.
Yes, Sanji...
But he loves Zeph more for better reasons.
But what does Zeph do this entire arc?
He tells him to go out to sea.
Yes.
And forget about it. But Sanji can't forget about it because
Sanji's a kind man.
Because of his tragic past. And
Now, I would
happened,
argue...
No. What happened to him with his father, with his real father, is disgusting.
Now, yes.
His tragic childhood, he has felt zero love his entire life.
Yes.
This random man finds him, saves his life, eats his own leg because they share the same dream. And in his German flashback, they ridicule this dream.
Yes.
They tell Sanji, you're an idiot for cooking. He gets kicked out of the German for cooking.
Yes.
His own family kicks him out because he's a cook. And this man is willing to sacrifice his livelihood, sacrifice his life, so that this boy can dream about the All Blue.
Now, Christian, Luffy and the crew
Okay?
would do anything for Sanji.
Zeph, how many years has Sanji spent with Zeph?
A long time. He raised the man.
10 years.
Christian.
Minimum.
This is the thing. And I've said this when this happened in the manga in Whole Cake Island, alright?
Alright.
I've talked about this multiple times. If you don't have 100% dedication to your captain and your crew, get off the crew because you can't be king. You can't be on the King of the Pirates crew.
If Sanji did not go to Whole Cake Island, that is a bigger betrayal to the crew because it betrays the values Luffy respects in Sanji.
Yes, but
Alright?
he should know that Luffy would do anything for Sanji.
No. This is what it is. This is the factual evidence on the table. This flashback, part of the German flashback, Luffy knows the way Sanji is, and he loves him for it.
Yes.
If Sanji let Zeph die, Luffy would not respect Sanji. Because Sanji betrayed his own morals.
Did we need... Alright, that's all fine, right? That's fine. Did we need Sanji wasting the crew's time for half the arc to finally accept Luffy? Did we need that?
It was a waste of time.
Did we need Luffy to knock some sense into Sanji for him to finally accept Luffy's help?
Sanji has
That's
self-worth issues.
That's my problem, alright?
Sanji has self-worth issues.
That's my problem,
Alright?
alright? It's all fine and dandy to go to Whole Cake Island for Zeph, but to damage your captain, to not believe in your captain, is a completely different story.
He had to save Zeph.
Yes.
Zeph,
But
to him, Zeph is a more important character than Luffy.
Okay, alright.
For fair reasons.
Christian.
But now, after the events of Whole Cake Island, Sanji has that belief in Luffy. Luffy has done the thing that Sanji will be indebted to Luffy for.
This is the thing, alright? We needed, I don't know how many chapters for Sanji to finally see the light that Luffy will solve the problem.
Think about it in real time. It's only been 2 years. Okay?
Christian, I accept that Zeph is a father figure to Sanji, and Sanji would
Zeph
do anything
is
for him.
more than a father figure.
The problem is...
What?
You should believe in Luffy for him to solve the situation.
He does believe in Luffy. He had to do what he had to do to save Zeph.
But
in this moment, he can't... Germa is there.
Yeah, but Christian...
Watching.
The
Germa is what is holding Zeph up to ransom.
Luffy acknowledges...
Sanji can't act all buddy-buddy to Luffy in this moment. He's trapped. He has to fight Luffy to save Zeph. There's no other option. If he goes with Luffy at that point when Germa is sitting there watching, Germa doesn't know about the plot against
But he's
Big
still
Mom yet.
talking shit in the rain with Luffy.
He's
still lying, and Sanji says, I want to go back.
He's not lying.
To the crew.
He says, he makes up more excuses like, I hit my captain. He knows he fucked up.
Yeah.
It's not like he doesn't know he fucked up. He was in a terrible situation. He had to do what he had to do to save Zeph. And you're holding that over him.
I'm holding that he should have...
You're holding that over him.
Yes.
And that is wrong.
Christian, I'll say it again. The reason why I'm holding it over him...
Why?
Is because he should have had 100% faith in Luffy. And he did not. You can't say that
That
he did.
excuse doesn't work because of the situation.
No, there should be no situation.
There is a situation. Sanji with the Germa going to the tea party. Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So Luffy pulls up out of nowhere. Sanji has to play the role of that he's given up the crew. So that Zeph is saved and that so Luffy can be saved as well. Because Big Mom's there. Alright? If Sanji's like, okay, I'm gonna leave you here at this moment, Germa would be like, what the fuck? What happened to the wedding?
What about...
I'm gonna kill Zeph.
Alright, maybe it's all an act, right? But what about...
It is all an act because Luffy says it.
But it's not all an act. Because he still tries to... He still tries
No,
to
he
deny
doesn't.
his captain and his crew when no one's there in the rain. Luffy has to punch him in the head for him to accept it.
He says, I can't rejoin the crew because I disrespected my captain and my crew. And Luffy's like, that shit doesn't matter.
I'll have to go look at what was said, because I don't believe that was said.
That was said. That's his first reason why he can't rejoin the crew.
Yeah.
Because he disrespected his captain. So Sanji knows what he did and he knows that it's wrong. And he's still holding his own group. Let it go. Alright, let it go. Let Sanji go.
What are we 50 chapters in on this Baratie?
Yeah.
Zoro, willing to die for his captain.
But this is a different character, alright? Did Zoro have this flashback with Zeph, with a father figure this strong? No.
I might be too harsh on Sanji, Christian.
You're too harsh on
But I'll
Sanji.
say this again.
Let it go.
You're on the crew.
Let it go.
You're for the crew.
Let it go.
Alright? 100% dedication to the crew is what I want to see from Sanji. Now, we will get this. First of all, we assume the Zeph situation is solved.
Yes. Alright, we assume it's solved.
Alright? Maybe go deeper into the Zeph situation if you're going to make it such a big deal. All
He
right?
did. He went... The last chapter of Whole Cake Island, was that enough for you?
Yeah, alright, but the
The
situation...
father and son.
Yes, but the situation wasn't solved.
I will feed those who are hungry.
Yeah, I'm not debating the situation of I'll feed it hungry.
Yeah.
But the situation of I'm here for Zeph, right? Needed to be set up better and then paid off better. We don't know the situation fully with Zeph. We assume...
Okay, this is for
the
this is
Germa.
all headcanon shit. Because Germa said we're not going after Zeph. Big Mom doesn't give a fuck about Zeph. Clearly she only cares about Luffy. We've already seen this.
But this could be done in a better way, alright? Zeph could have been there. Zeph could have been hostage and we could have been
But
more
if
clearer.
Zeph was there, there's more evidence that Big Mom will go after him.
Yeah, and we could have solved the situation. Instead, we're all tangentially being like...
But
what's going on?
that's an issue with the whole Cake Island arc.
Yes, and that's...
But you're having the issue with Sanji's actions. Are you not?
I am. I'm still gonna hold it against him.
You could have the issues with the execution, but you're still angry at Sanji. Let it go.
I'm not angry.
Let it go.
I'm disappointed in his
Why?
actions.
It makes complete sense. It's positive for his character.
It makes sense for him.
It's positive for his character. If he did not do this, this disrespects Sanji's character if he didn't go to Whole Cake Island. Alright? Disrespects the bond between Zeph and Sanji.
Wasn't required to disrespect Luffy.
Yes.
Well, whatever.
Because it's a stronger bond. Even if... It disrespects Luffy more. If he doesn't go to Whole Cake Island. Because it disrespects Sanji's morals. And Luffy's all about that shit. If Sanji denied his own code, Luffy would be upset with him.
So, like...
Is that not factual?
Yeah, but... You need... I don't want to see this Zeph situation come up again.
It's not. It's done.
Alright? I don't want to see Sanji not believe in his captain ever again.
It's not. It's done.
Because he needs to have 100% belief in
As
his
I
captain.
said, after Whole Cake Island, there's no excuse. Because we've had
But
the
Christian,
moment with Sanji.
we're 800 chapters deep.
You can't think about it like that. You gotta think about it in One Piece time.
Yeah, but we've seen Luffy pull off the impossible for his crew. We know he'll do anything for his crew. Sanji knows that.
Yes, but Zeph also did anything for Sanji and greater.
And he still doesn't. And Zeph constantly tells him.
But he can't because he's so kind. How you don't understand how kind Sanji is?
I just want to see 100% dedication, alright? There was... You can't give me that there was 100% dedication to the crew in Whole Cake Island.
No, there wasn't. But that's not a bad thing.
That's my problem. I want to see 100% dedication. Let's move
You
on.
will after Whole Cake Island. Done. Add a sidebar. You know?
Yeah, okay.
So I will defend him with my life and repay the debt to the geezer.
Is the debt repaid?
Probably.
You throw the crew into disarray.
Chapter 59. Pearl continues to smack down on Sanji. Luffy has had enough of this bullshit and he decides to break the deck.
Yep.
Luffy, with the knowledge. He didn't save your life so you could throw it away.
Oh.
Flashback to Shanks. But Luffy does not take his own advice ever.
Christian.
Luffy does not take this advice ever. Does he not?
There could have been better mechanisms to get the crew to Whole Cake Island. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
You're saying you don't like the execution.
Yeah, and I'm saying I don't like
but the idea
and the
is
character.
sound. The idea is sound. That's what I'm saying.
Alright.
Right? But Luffy never takes his own advice on this.
Sanji didn't learn anything from Robin.
Luffy does not take his own advice.
Yep.
Gets the shit kicked out of him in Katakuri fight.
Yep.
Gets the shit kicked out of him in the Rob Lucci fight.
What? For what? Not dying?
He's like, he didn't save you so you could throw your life away.
Yeah.
Luffy's constantly throwing his life away.
I mean, he does it to protect other people.
Still, Sanji's doing the same thing here with Zeph, is he not?
No,
So-
Sanji refuses to leave.
No, this is doing the part
Yeah.
where Sanji's like, I'm gonna save Zeph. So he's protecting someone, but Luffy's like, don't throw your life away. He didn't throw his life away so you could throw your life away.
Yeah.
So Luffy's like, don't be self-sacrificial, but Luffy constantly does this. So he doesn't follow his own advice.
But he's the captain. It's
No,
required for him to do it.
All I'm saying is he doesn't follow his own advice. So Gin finally defeats Pearl.
Yeah.
Gin wants to fight Sanji like a man. End of the chapter.
Okay.
Chapter 60. Krieg does some bullshit attack the whole chapter.
What, with the fucking gas? Faking out the gas?
Yeah, faking out the gas for a whole... Last 2 pages is the Sanji Gin fight.
Yeah.
Chapter 61. Luffy starts to fight Krieg. Jin beats Sanji but can't finish his job due to Sanji's kindness.
First of all, bad combat. Alright?
It's okay.
Tell me specifically how Gin beat Sanji.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but the attack on where Gin is on top of Sanji.
Yeah, that
How does that situation happen?
I don't know.
There's a double page spread of something happening. It looks like Sanji wins.
And then he gets caught.
Question marks.
Yeah, it's interesting. Alright, chapter 6. So yeah. Chapter 61, Luffy starts to fight with Krieg. Kid beats Sanji but can't finish the job due to Sanji's kindness.
Yes.
Correct. I mean,
Such
even
a
in
kind man, blah,
in
blah.
Sanji's arc, Sanji loses the combat fight, but he wins the moral fight.
But he should have won.
Reminds me of a little arc called Whole Cake Island.
Well, he didn't get a fight in that.
Exactly, he didn't get a fight, but he won the fight.
Yes.
He won the moral fight.
Okay.
Proved, Judge wrong.
That situation's still up in the air. I don't know what to think about it.
Chapter 62.
Yeah.
Krieg takes fucking forever to set off this poison gas bomb. Alright?
Yeah, too long.
Too long.
Hurry up.
Gin gives Sanji his
This
mask.
arc should have ended 10 chapters ago.
The end of the volume really fucking drags out.
Yeah.
It's a real drag. Oh, I'm gonna use the bomb. This is the gas. This is how it works. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Don Krieg. Chapter 63. Luffy versus Don Krieg. Finally, Krieg is doing something. Instead of just sitting there firing off attacks.
It's a decent combat sequence as well.
Yeah.
Not the best, but solid.
Luffy gets mad at how he treats his crew with the gas thing. This fight's okay, I guess. It goes on for way too long.
Still a little bit unclear.
The clarity's a little bit better, but it goes on for too long. Krieg just has too many... He's just a gimmick fighter.
Yeah.
And every time he pulls out a new gimmick, there's like 2 pages of explaining it.
Yeah.
We don't need this. This is not a great fight because of it. Krieg is constantly pulling out gimmicks. Gin explains it. What is this cape? It's made of spikes.
Yeah.
What is this spear? It's a bomb spear.
Yeah.
All this kind of stuff. Just show us, Oda. You don't need to tell us. Like, seriously, you don't. Luffy ends up beating Don Krieg with a pretty cool move, the Giant Glaive. Cool move. Alright. Chapter 66. Gin takes Krieg away and we never see him again. That's the entire chapter. The speech, Krieg's my captain.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Chapter 67. Sanji and Luffy talk about dreams. Zeph claims that he has cooked on every ocean. New World confirmed.
Okay.
Do you think that?
I'm gonna say yes, just for like future proofing.
Yeah. Chapter 68.
We future proofed here.
Chapter 68, I believe, is the first mention of Fishman Island.
Okay.
They're talking because, like, Yoshiko comes back in a shark and it looks like a mermaid.
Yeah.
Sanji joins the crew. Sanji tells Zeph he's grateful. You know, that scene with the Oda Zeph.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. End of the arc.
Baratie, they love Sanji.
They're just being manly knobheads, you know?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's the end.
Yeah.
Arc. Talk to me about this arc.
You want to talk about issues first, or you want to talk about good things?
Good things. We'll talk positive.
Good things. One of the most important scenes
Zoro
for One Piece, Zoro vs. Mihawk, is in this arc. Turning point for the series.
Yep.
Huge.
Nami and the whole Arlong situation, very good setup.
Pretty good setup.
Very good setup.
Comedy, good.
Yeah. The Sanji flashback, a very good flashback.
Yes.
Makes you feel for Sanji, makes you feel for Zeph. Makes you really feel that bond between them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's about it. Those are all the
Negatives.
things that are really done really well. Negatives, there's a lot of slow moments.
I don't understand the dynamic in the restaurant. What is this dynamic?
It's just like manly men trying to be manly and not tell them.
But who goes to this restaurant?
It's a for cruise ships.
It's too much. It's
too much machismo.
It's just too much character. It's just too eccentric, is what I'd say it is.
Too eccentric.
Alright? Specifically Patty.
Patty?
Too much. Tone it down. Alright?
Okay. Would you say the whole thing about Don Krieg turning up and then he leaves and then he reappears is like why? Whole bunch of weird structure issues with the arc.
Weird stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Oda's still trying to figure out villains, as we can see.
Yeah.
Villain real weak. Best villain, Mihawk.
Yeah,
very good.
The best part of the arc
You know
is
why Mihawk works so well? It's because he shatters Zoro's entire reality.
Yeah.
His speech doesn't explain what he's about. His actions explain what he's about.
Exactly.
Okay? And here we are getting dominated, and we can't do anything about it. Right? We see all these things from... What a great villain Mihawk is in this arc, alright? Don Krieg is like... You're here to fight Luffy, pretty much.
Yeah.
You don't need to be here.
Don Krieg does not need to be here. We do need some sort of existential threat. That's true.
Why can't you just have Don Krieg turn up instead of Gin with the fleet? Cut that out.
No, cut. We need Gin because of the whole Sanji thing. We don't need Pearl.
Okay.
Pearl's complete a waste of time.
Look, Pearl's a waste of time, right?
Yeah.
Because Gin beats Pearl.
Yeah.
Have Sanji beat Pearl. What are you doing?
Give Sanji the W.
We don't really understand Sanji's strength at all, really. We know that he can kick real hard.
Is that the whole thing about the show? We don't understand how strong Sanji is.
Yeah, we're just like, alright, he has a few good kicks. Can't get through Pearl.
Interesting.
Can't deal with Pearl.
But Gin can.
But Gin shatters that.
Yeah.
Good fight with Gin.
Loses.
Alright, good start. Devolves in some weird poses that are unclear of what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like, just have Sanji beat Pearl. We don't need this character moment for Gin. He's already going to have 3 or 4 more character moments.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird structure issues. A lot of weird, like, pacing problems where, like, there's a whole chapter dedicated to transforming the ship.
No.
The Dog Creek fight is like... You're ruining the flow by just having the Peanut Gallery commentate the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? Just let Luffy beat him. And quicker. Because it takes too long.
And he isn't really much of a threat for Luffy anyway.
And he just stands there most of the time.
Yeah.
He just stands there doing nothing.
Would you consider Arlong a threat for Luffy?
Yeah. Arlong's definitely a threat.
What's his first legitimate threat? Is it Rob Lucci or is it previous?
I think Arlong gives him a real threat.
Yeah.
I think Arlong's a real threat.
But that real first struggle... Ennis Lobby? Is that fair? What's the real legit... Crocodile. Yeah, Crocodile's fair.
Yeah.
Crocodile's the first
I'd say
legitimate
Arlong's
thing.
a legitimate threat.
It's kind of like, why have... We've been with Luffy... The thing is with this fight, it kind of fleshes out Luffy's abilities.
Yeah.
And his tenacity in the fight. Because you don't really see that with Buggy.
There's a lot of comedy in the fight.
We don't really see that with Kuro.
Yeah.
We get more rage in his abilities.
This is the first long fight.
And twisting
Longer
and contorting
fight.
and what he can do in his fights, which is good. We need to see that, but have Luffy... Because he gets blown up, he gets stabbed, bullets, thick bullets.
The spikes, yeah.
The spikes. But he's not really feeling the pain. You don't get the idea that Luffy is in trouble.
I think it's to be like, this is a goon pirate
Yeah.
who relies on gimmicks.
But
who's not a real pirate with grit. Luffy's got grit.
But Luffy isn't injured in this fight.
He gets stabbed a whole bunch.
But like, he doesn't feel it, and he's fine.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about Don Creek's gimmicks.
Now, all that being said, Sanji flashback good. What was the scores? It's hard to say.
Alright, I think this is worse than Skypiea,
Yep.
which we gave an 8.
8.5, 9, something like that.
I think we gave it an 8.
Yeah.
So, Baratie... I think it's like... Because there's a lot of good. But there's a lot of structure
Let
issues.
me start with a high score. Right? For the importance of Mayhawk
Okay.
and what it does for the series,
Yeah.
it's a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
But Don Krieg, Pearl, the dynamic in the Baratie with the fighting.
I don't know why you
fighting
have a
restaurant,
problem with that.
it's
but-
just laborious. And
Yeah, it kind of is, yeah.
how many tables do you need to break? All right,
This arc feels like it could be at least 10 chapters short.
give Sanji the win. I don't know what you're doing with the pacing.
Because Sanji's kindness is the victor.
Pacing's kind of like fast stop,
Yeah.
fast stop.
It's weird pacing.
It's not smooth or consistent. It's kind of all over the place. It kind of, as soon as it gets exciting, it crushes itself into a screeching halt.
Yeah.
That, because of all those reasons, it has to be 6.5, 7.
6.5.
Because it
7.
reading
Because there's
this,
so much good. There's a lot of good here.
reading this after Mayhawk left, excluding
The flashback.
the flashback, I was like, what are we doing?
That's true, yeah. It's like it's like Don Creek left,
It's like
came back.
the threat literally just left the scene. You're hyping up Don Creed to be this evil villainous character.
He was
right?
never hyped.
And we never felt any danger from him because his actions weren't
Impressive.
Like, fuck up Patty, right?
Yeah.
Do something to make us feel like a threat. Put Luffy in some kind of danger. Luffy's basically battling the floor the entire time. He's trying to keep afloat.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
it's Luffy versus.
I'm gonna say 7 just because of the importance of the Mihawk.
Man.
And Sanji's setup.
Right.
I'm gonna have to say a 7.
I'll agree with that.
What do we give Steel Village?
Oh, we gave it a. We didn't give it a high.
We gave the setup. I think we rated the first 5 volumes.
I think we rated his first 5 volumes about the same.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good here. This is a lot of weird things.
What would you say?
I think 7's fair.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good here. I'm not gonna say that there isn't, but there's a lot of weird pacing things.
Yeah.
Don Krieg's a lackluster villain that no one really cares about.
Yeah.
The theme is there's only like one theme, which is like Sanji and food.
Art's good. Composition's weird.
Yeah, the panel composition's weird.
Floyd's a little bit off with the fighting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish on a 7.
7 out of 10.
7's fine. Question, is that it for the arc?
That's
Any closing statements about...
Closing statements. Go read this arc if you want to find out why Hawkeye Khan's a good arc.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say.
Done. How strong is Shanks?
How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question, how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer, Shanks is the strongest.
Shanks is
the God King. Yeah. There are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. Who think Dragon's the strongest. Who think Aimu's the strongest. Alright? And they are 100% incorrect. Because Shanks is the strongest. And every week I come to you with 100% factual evidence.
Yep.
This week is Shanks is so strong, he could have destroyed all of Don Krieg's 50 ships by just leaking his Conqueror's Haki for a split second. That's why Shanks is the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's the God King. Shanks is the God King.
What's next, Christian?
Topic of the show, the perpetual hype machine.
Let's go. Now, Christian, we marveled at the fact that last week Oda is a extraordinarily good writer,
Yep.
and we marvel this week on how he manifests his hype.
You see, this is the perfect way to hype up the world.
Yes.
You introduce a strong as fuck character.
See, it's not enough to just say things are dangerous.
You have to show things are dangerous.
Yes.
So throughout the start of the series, we see Zoro, the strongest fuck. No one can beat him.
Yeah.
We get to Baratie. We see the true fear of the Grand Line.
Yes.
Mihawk's here, destroys Zoro, the man who we think could never lose a battle.
Yes.
Zoro gets absolutely demolished.
And a morsel of hype
Yeah.
has come into play. The first hype piece of the series. Easily.
It sets up in your mind that there will be a future for this series.
Mm-hmm.
At some moment, Zoro will face Mihawk again. It makes the series seem like it will go on longer. It makes it seem like these characters will get to this level of strength.
Expands the world, expands everything.
Alright, that's what he does with the hype. He name drops, he shows, he does this all the time.
And as soon as something becomes in the mix, another level is added.
Alright, so we get the Mihawk. He also says there are more people like this in the world, the Seven Warlords.
Yes.
Introduces that system on top.
Yeah.
That there isn't just one guy that's this strong. Mm-hmm. There are multiple people on this level.
Yeah.
Alright? He does this with Emperors as well. First he name drops them.
Kaido,
Whitebeard. Whitebeard. We get to see Whitebeard later on. Dominate.
Mm-hmm.
In Marineford. Does it with the Admirals. We get to hear about the Admirals. Get to see how Kiji frees the whole ocean over.
Yeah.
We get to see... He name drops and then he shows.
Yeah.
This is what the Hype Train is about. Show us the top tiers. Don't just talk about the top tiers.
Show us a little bit, not too much.
Show us a little bit. That's true. Now, does he follow this all the time? No.
Yeah.
Have we seen Shanks do anything? But that is the ultimate payoff.
This is the thing with the writing, alright? It's not enough to be like, this character's hype, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta play the long game.
Let it stew.
Let it manifest.
Fester in people's minds.
Let other people comment on these characters.
Yeah.
Let the viewer's mind manifest something that is beyond belief. Yeah. And then, when it comes time to reveal the answers, no one expects what's about to happen. And the reality is better than your imagination. Now, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a fair few amount of times.
So, what this does is it always makes you look to the future.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. It is dangerous, but it keeps people reading.
Double-edged sword. Whole Cake Island, for example.
It keeps people reading.
Yes.
I want to know how strong these characters are. Yeah. I want to see Zoro versus Mihawk. You know, I want to see these characters do something.
It adds another level, and grounds and relates the world
in context. It puts the world in context.
Everything in context. You need these characters to put everything in context.
It puts Luffy's journey in context. Yeah. And some series are missing this. Mm-hmm. You know?
You need context for anything to mean anything.
You need a world context.
Zoro's goal didn't mean anything until Mihawk turned up.
And demolished him.
Luffy being king of the pirates doesn't mean much.
Until he finds someone.
Until emperors display their strength. Until we understand how strong his opponents are.
Until we understand how strong people are out there.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
He keeps on saying king of the pirates, and people keep on saying it's an impossible task.
Yeah.
But until we get to what?
Even
until we get to Alabasta.
Yeah, Crocodile, yeah.
Until we get to Crocodile, we're like, he's having an okay time.
Even Crocodile says this is a stupid dream.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible.
People say it, but it becomes a reality sort of in Alabasta.
Yeah.
And then is
how hard the journey will be.
Put into context again in Enies Lobby.
Yeah.
And kind of put into context again in Whole Cake Island.
Yeah.
When he gets the shit bit out of him by Katakuri.
See, that's what you need. You need the dream to be there, and you need the world to be there.
And you need that perpetual hype machine. You introduce new characters to replace the old hype pieces.
That's right.
So we see the Warlords. We're not impressed by the Warlords anymore.
Emperors.
We see the Supernovas anymore. We see the Supernovas. Some people are hyped by them. Some people aren't.
We get introduced to the Rocks.
We get introduced to the Rocks. We get introduced to second-hand members.
That's true.
Yonko crew members. We get introduced to other characters because the Supernovas become irrelevant over time.
You've always got to up the ante.
Yeah. Now, double-edged sword when you be like, oh, we're going to Wano next arc.
Wano might be the other end of that.
Yeah.
Pointy stick. Where it's been... Fishman Island was that.
Yeah.
Let's not kill ourselves. Fishman Island. Hyped up. Came to the delivery. Wasn't that good?
Missed the mark. Now, Oda hits the mark more often than he doesn't.
That's true.
So,
but it can be a double-edged sword.
Yes.
You can't forget about that.
Perpetual hype machines are a problem when you're in a long-term series. People will start to get restless real quick.
Yeah.
Anything else is on this topic, Christian? I mean, Shanks is the ultimate perpetual hype machine.
That's right. It just keeps on chugging along.
As soon as you forget about him, Oda drops him in there.
Yeah. Alright. Shall we move on to the power scale?
We shall. Christian.
The power scale.
You're first this week.
Correct.
What have you brought to us?
Since we're talking about Baratie,
yes,
let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Red Legs F.
Okay. We're talking about Prime Zeph, we're talking about Now Zeph.
Now Zeph.
Alright.
What do you think?
I do not have a post.
You don't have one because we ran out of paper.
Okay. So you're gonna have to I'll just get an old one. But talk. What do you think?
Alright. So we see some Zeph feats.
Mm-hmm.
He can kick pretty well. He kicks out the flames on Pearl's little Pearl attacks. He does pretty strong kicks.
Mm-hmm.
But he lost his leg. His strongest leg.
Yes.
We see him jump pretty high. We see him do a lot of things. Now, the debate is going to be trash or low tier. Do you think he beats Buggy?
Blunt force,
I think it's possible.
strong feet. I think it's possible for him to be Buggy.
Do you think...
Oh, we're talking Buggy now though.
But
He's got tricks. He's improved slightly.
Buggy Ball...
Yeah.
Can he
Knives.
beat Kuro?
Yeah.
I think he beats Kuro.
Yeah.
He's got the strength to do it. Kuro doesn't seem to have that much durability.
Yeah.
So I think he beats Kuro.
Yeah.
So, are you satisfied with low tier?
I am. But we're starting to get shaky.
What do you mean shaky?
I don't know.
Spasm?
Yeah.
Easy defeat. Koza?
Yeah, okay.
Easy defeat.
Lolo's pretty good. I don't know,
Diamond,
but-
easy defeat. Floor play, easy defeat.
Do you wanna
Charles
theorize Prime for a little bit? Do you wanna talk about it? What do you reckon?
Prime Zeph.
We're talking Bedrock.
We're talking Bedrock, we're talking a little bit of Steel.
Let's not try and put him on the power scale, but I want to throw out there that if we see him like in the past, his strength would be significantly increased.
But where would we see him again?
I don't know, some kind of like he was a part of the Rocks, or he was a part of the Pirate King's crew for a short amount of time, or he's a part of this crew.
Or he cooked for Gold Roger at one point.
Yeah, something like that.
But does the timeline make sense?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
And it's like, you could have just had that in Whole Cake Island. You could have just had Zeph in Whole Cake Island. I don't know what we're doing.
So Zeph Lolo here.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm just going to throw out Don Creed.
Don Krieg.
What do we think?
He's the gimmick man.
Low or low, Christian?
Oh, he's not making it into low. There's zero chance he makes it into low.
Does he beat Tashigi?
No.
Okay.
Tashigi beats him. Come on, she's Haki. She can get through that still.
Makes me laugh every time that Tashigi's in low.
Alright?
Yeah.
Low. Oh, we got Kuro in low. Don Krieg has fighting capability.
Okay.
It's bad.
I mean, Arlong's in low.
That's true.
And he's not beating Arlong.
He's not beating Arlong. Does he beat Kuro? I guess.
Yeah.
Because the armor, because the spikes,
Yeah.
the spear. He's got skills.
Basement level power scaling this week, Christian.
Oh, we're in the low tier.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's fair.
Low tier for both Zeph and Don Krieg.
Yep.
We're pretty closely closing up all the early game stuff.
I mean, not really. You've got people like Hachi and you've got 1,000 characters in every arc, so
That's true.
we'll hit them eventually. You want to maybe the Cat Brothers or whatever.
Oh, the fucking Meow Meow brothers.
Yeah. Alright. Christian, are we on to the question corner?
We are.
Let's go. Question corner, let's go. What do you got for me?
Questions.
Yes.
From Vamish, our friend. Kuba tries to capture Luffy in Thriller Bark, but after watching Zoro's heroics, he stops. But he helped the Straw Hats get away in Chabondi. Why?
This has to be some kind of Kuma character thing that we haven't gone into yet. This is the only reason why I think it makes sense.
I think after the events of Thriller Bark, Kuba respects
The Straw Hats.
the Straw Hats and what they're about.
But he's done it for Dragon as well.
That's also true. Maybe he wanted to see if Luffy has a loyal
He
crew.
wanted to test the crew, test Zoro.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why.
Question marks on Kuma's character kind of muddy this a little bit.
All the time. There's always question marks about Kuma.
But we'll get that soon, I think.
Alright.
Soon Kuma's about to come back into the story. So
From AK Aurora.
yeah.
Power scaling in One Piece is so cancerous. You know?
Except our list.
Best example would be Enel versus Luffy. Enel was far stronger than Luffy, but his fruit was weak to Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
So he lost. How strong was Enel? Now,
We have him on the power scale.
we have him with the power scale. Alright, I believe it was, high mid?
Have a look.
High mid.
Now, Christian, obviously if Luffy didn't have the rubber fruit, he would have lost.
Easily. I mean, Zoro got 2-shot. Can't forget about that.
Luckily, we here put into account Del Fruits and combat ability.
We put everything into account.
It's always a total sum.
It's always a total sum. It's not necessarily about
Example,
matchups.
Ancient Weapon Shirahoshi last week. Mid-tier.
It is not about power level all the time.
Yep.
It's about accumulation of stats, feats,
Abilities,
abilities,
etc.
all that kind of thing.
Christian,
So,
I think we've
We
established
try to
that
do our best.
if you don't have Haki, you're not making it at a fucking...
You're not
whatever.
making it to high tier if you don't have Haki.
Yeah.
Does that rule hold up?
I think so. Kyros might be there.
I mean, no,
You're not making it to high mid-tier, I think it is.
Kiro, yeah, you have to have Haki.
Yeah.
I mean, we assume Oven has Haki and Cat Viper has Haki.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus does. So,
I think we assumed that Kefaupe didn't have Haki, but via Electro makes up for it in some way.
yeah, and that, he was on...
Almond specifically.
He probably has Haki,
Anyway,
right?
there we go.
So, we try to calculate and do our best in the power scale. Now, there are people out there who have issues with the power scale, and if you do, right?
Christian's the keeper of the power scale. Let him know.
Come at me, put
Let
the
him
evidence
know
forward.
why Rayleigh deserves to be up another tier.
Alright. From our friend, Andre.
Yes.
Question. Do you think Oda will explore all the moons? This is assuming that there are 8 moons in One Piece.
7.
Or 7.
This is assuming that they're still there and that
We only ever see one moon.
we get this idea of multiple moons in Clover's lab.
That's true. That's the only time it's shown.
Yes.
Panels of the globe, you only see one moon.
They could be celestial bodies of some kind. We don't know what they really are.
Are the moons destroyed, or is there only one?
We will get a space arc. We've said this multiple times.
I don't know about that. We might get a space arc.
Yeah. We'll
Raph
get a
does on
space
the
arc.
moon?
There's a lot of moon shit going on in One Piece.
That's true. Will he explore all the moons? He might only explore one, have all the other moons crashed.
By explore, I don't think he means like physically explore by
Or
the
just
crew,
tell us what they are.
but explore the idea of the moons, perhaps.
Maybe some Ancient Kingdom bullshit.
Again, when does that fit in? How does that fit in? We'll have to wait and see.
But why does Clover have a outdated celestial,
Maybe some kind of a model of like
the old world?
the old world before the war or something.
Well, we can see if there's a red line there.
I think there is, but
So,
we don't know.
what's going on with the moons? We have no idea. Will he explore it? Probably. From Return to the Slab.
OG man,
I think having Shirahoshi the power level is hilarious. He did a good job scaling an ancient weapon that could be sold by Don Krieg or Land.
yes.
Alright. The Remy has been relatively wonderful madness so far. There better be a question here.
There is a question.
Next chapter, now could come down riding on a moon with the final road polyglyph, and I wouldn't bat an eye.
I'd bat an eye.
And the Shanks' evil stuff is absolutely blasphemy. I agree. You know?
Mm-hmm.
The man got a meeting with the Gorosei Merijora off his clout alone. Factual. That's a Gold King feat. Factual.
Mm-hmm.
And for one, I refuse to stay straight from the light.
Good man.
Return to Slab is a good man, and he'll always be a good man.
One of the OGs here on the show.
If you don't stray from the light of Shanks, how can you be evil?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Question. If you could take the screen time Yeah, you would expect for one character to have during the rest of the series and give it to another, who would it be? Excluding Shanks, of course. Which character do you want to take screen time away and give it to another? Who's going to get a lot of screen time?
Carrot. Robin.
I have a better one.
Can we have Robin do something, please?
Give Robin a fight. Give Robin a fight. I've said this for a long time.
Happen. You're just dreaming.
Give Robin a fight.
Alright.
You know what I want? Mm-hmm. Law, take that screen time.
Okay.
Give it to Sanji.
That's probably a better one.
Because Sanji will get the screen time he deserves, and we can get a fight.
We're assuming he's going to get more screen time in the future. He might be a dead character in the water, for all we know.
Let's not go that far.
We need to know his goal, blah, 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 what's his role, but...
Law is a question mark. Yeah. But take that screen time away from Law, because Law, not a very interesting character.
I think Brooke made up some screen time in Whole Cake Island.
He did. Give that screen time to Sanji. Let's see him do some, physical feats.
Let's see him do something.
Alright. That's my answer.
Mm-hmm.
First question from Monkey D. Sparrow. How could Doflamingo control like 1 million people at one time? I assume that's some birdcage shenanigans during Dressrosa.
Doflamingo's ability?
Doflamingo might be the strongest mastery of Devil Fruit we've seen in the series.
Perhaps. I mean, parasites while birdcage is going on.
While fighting
Luffy.
While doing Awakening.
While Haki. Now, I'm going to assume, right?
He's not directly controlling.
Yeah, I'm going to assume all these abilities work
remotely,
not with his consciousness working.
But does he have to give stamina to him? And if that is true...
I'm going to assume no.
But that's not how Devil Fruits work. The birdcage is closing in. Surely he has to give some sort of energy to that.
Maybe.
Doflamingo, strongest mastery we've seen of a Devil Fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, because it's a Paramecia, it's not a Logia.
Mm-hmm.
He can't just shoot, fire out of his hands.
Yep.
It is insane, the mastery.
It is.
Maybe Big Mom has better mastery.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
But you can explain that via the homies,
have their own will.
Have their own, reality.
That's true.
Constructed around them.
So maybe Doflamingo has the best mastery of Devil Fruit.
Perhaps.
Crazy feats crazy Devil Fruit feats.
Yep.
No doubt. So that's how he does it. He has crazy Devil Fruit mastery.
And kind of I don't know.
I guess
plot stuff as well.
Yeah, and his character, he's a puppet master kind of guy.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
There you go.
He has a pretty high IQ, I would assume.
Yeah.
So that's the question caller.
That's all done. Christian, big episode this week talking about the past.
And the future.
Next week we got a chapter.
We do.
Now, we may have a special guest. I'm not going to make any promises because this specific person, inconsistent, I'd say.
Has he confirmed that he will be on the entire show?
Yes, we're working through that.
First ever.
I don't want to confirm anything, but basically the structure I want to go for with the guests is trying to have them throughout the entire show.
That's including topic of the show, chapter review, power scale, how strong is Shanks,
and the question corner.
We're
going to see how that works. Streams Thursday morning.
Now,
so no one is spoiled.
Will we allow guests to pick their own power scale? Maybe?
Yes, Christian.
But will that sully...
Well, Christian, you're the keeper.
The validity of the power scale.
They can pick the character.
Oh, we can debate it. We'll have a live debate.
They pick the character.
Yeah.
You are the ultimate keeper of the power scale.
That's true.
I cannot be sullied if you keep it.
That's true. So, alright, well, we'll let
Look forward to the potential guest next week.
Potential guest.
I don't want to say
who
100% or who because you might get excited.
I don't want you to get too excited.
Things change all the time, so don't get excited. Christian, we will be here for the reverie next week, continuing with the chapter. We're all excited. Anything can happen.
Anything. There's no point predicting anything.
So get excited about the chapter at least.
Yeah.
Thursday morning streams. Wednesday night for you American people out there, about 8 o'clock for you blokes.
Yep.
I'll start the stream 10 minutes early, so jump in the Discord.
Have a chat.
Have a chat. We'll talk shit for an hour or so, and then another episode on Tuesday.
Yep.
Rate the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel.
That's right. Shanks is the go key.
Yeah, good night.